Hello. It's been about 3 months since I made a video. Haven't felt like recording anything for a long time. Just been getting on with things in the background really. The thing about going out rucking during the winter is most of the time it's always raining, the weather's bad, the ground's wet, and it's just hard setting up the camera, getting everything in place, and just not as enjoyable to be always kind of worried about the rain and stuff. And I took a bit of time off from it, and then, you know, as things go, you lose the habit of just doing it, and somehow, like, 2 or 3 months has gone by. But today the sun shines out, and I thought it's time to pick the camera back up again, because we're still out here rucking, still getting fit, still looking after my diet, and it's time for an update. So yeah, at the moment I'm doing rucking twice a week for an hour on my lunch break on the days that I work from home. 1 hour, 25 kilos in the backpack, same old routine, and it fits in with my life well. Something that I can always do, no excuses. And when I first started trying to get fit again, I was 36 and about probably, I'd say 10 kilos overweight, and my knees were not good, and I was just out of practice with everything really, not looking after myself. And it all started with getting out and walking and adding a bit of weight to the backpack and gradually putting a bit more in until I built up to this 25 kilos. And when I was making videos last summer about this, I was really enthusiastic about rucking because it really helped me get back into fitness in a low impact way that enabled me to progress and push myself and keep it simple, just a walk. Something that I was having to do anyway, to walk the dog and, you know, just go out and be outside and spend some time on myself. And the thing is, I thought I was not going to be able to run anymore, because every time I'd try running I'd get bad knees. And then it's been a bit of a journey really, because I did get stronger with rucking, I did get fitter, and your body adapts and you can kind of handle more. And that gave me the confidence really to go back to boxing twice a week. And I've been doing that since October. And my fitness has just gone up and up and up. I really pushed myself in those classes. And I remember when I would finish those classes in the beginning days, going back to it, my knees would be really sore, my ankles would be really sore, because I just wasn't used to it. But I just carried on going, boxing and rucking. And now my knees are solid and my ankles are all good, and everything just feels great. I feel very young again, and I'm honestly one of the fittest people in the whole class now. And that's even with having, you know, we've got like 15, 16 year olds, 20 year olds, 25, and I am hands down one of the fittest, if not the fittest people in that class at the moment, in terms of my cardio and just endurance to get through the class and push hard. A lot of that comes from me having done boxing when I was a teenager, so mentally I have the ability to push hard when I need to. I know what it takes to fight and compete, and I know that you're more likely to win if you put the effort in your training. So that mental attitude has enabled me to kind of work hard, but my body's adapted to it and I've gotten fitter. One of the best ways of getting fit for boxing normally is running, and I didn't really want to run. I was still worried about, you know, am I going to hurt my knees or something, and I was a bit anti-running last year because I loved rucking so much as well, because it's working for me. But I took took a bit of time at Christmas to think about this and thought, lots of people run and they're okay. You know, running's a sport. You've got all different types of running. And maybe I don't need to run marathons, but 5Ks are probably a great distance for me to run for boxing. So I came across Park Run, you know, a local 5K in the park, organised every week. And I decided I was going to just go and take it easy. And I wasn't sure if I was going to maybe just do Park Run but with a backpack on and just treat it like a ruck, and be like one of the slowest walkers but with a weight, or whether I'd run it. So I went and I thought, let me just run it really easy and see how I do. And I did the 5K in 27 minutes or something. Very easy pace for me. I felt fine. And to my surprise, like, no issues with my knees, everything felt good. So I decided, let me commit to this once a week. I'm going to do a park run on a Saturday. So now running is part of my routine. Rucking twice a week, boxing twice a week. I joined the gym in my office at work in London. So on the 2 or 3 days a week I'm in the office, I'm now lifting weights during that time. And yeah, Saturdays is my park run. I've been doing it weekly, on and off. You know, they occasionally skip a week, but I think I've done maybe 12 park runs now since Christmas, since the new year. And my last PB was 20 minutes and 31 seconds. So I've taken a good 6.5 minutes off from that initial run. I'm now coming in kind of, best place I've come is 4th place. I'm typically 6th or 7th place in the park run I do. And it's a difficult park run because it's got 100 meters of elevation. It's 4 laps of a hill, basically, up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill, around the park. And it's really good for my boxing. It makes my cardio even better. And now I look at it as like, running is something that I do as well now. I'm a runner, I do rucking, I do boxing, I lift weights, and hopefully I'll get back into some swimming soon as well. I just want to be all-round fit. I'm not really training to be, you know, to add muscle or for anything in particular. I'm just doing things that I enjoy now. It's okay to enjoy lots of things and divide your time up amongst them, because, you know, I'm not trying to be elite at anything. I'm just trying to do things I like to help me keep fit. Also, I've still been really good on my diet since Christmas. I'm not counting calories or anything. I'm just eating lots of eggs, egg whites, lots of meat, vegetables. I'm kind of limiting my carbs these days. I'm trying to keep my meals more meat and vegetables, and then maybe like one meal of the day I'll have a bit of rice, or, you know, I like to get my carbs from vegetables now, like carrots or butternut squash, things like that really. But I'm not counting calories. I'm just kind of eating consistently the same foods, high protein yogurts, cottage cheese. I'm feeling very good, and I've now lost 8.5 kilos since I started last year. Really slowly losing the weight, but it's maintainable for me and I'm finding it easy to do. So the transformation is happening. It's been ongoing. I've still been working at it. I think I'll put up a couple of progress pics of where I am now compared to where I started. And yeah, hopefully I'll carry on making videos now that I've got the camera out again and I'm feeling motivated to carry on sharing my journey. Yeah, hope everyone out there is still motivated and still doing well, and I'll see you all soon.